Hi guys, how's everybody doing? You know, when I start these videos, I feel so funny because I never know how to start it. So that's what I do. I just say, hi guys, how's everybody doing? If you have any suggestions for a better hello to everybody, let me know. I would love to know. I want to come to you today for a few reasons. I wanted to stop in and say hi because it's been 10 days or maybe 2 weeks. And I'm a little warm. The weather, oh my gosh, the weather is all over the place. I don't know about you guys, but it's really cold. It's in the 70s, and then one day it's 72, and the next day it drops down to 60 for a high. That's crazy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for spring. How about you? So today, I said I wasn't gonna do that. Today I want to talk about, I did it again. You're gonna catch me with all my mistakes today because I'm not gonna redo it. So I love you all, mistakes and all. So I have a little list of things that were brought up in our Facebook group that kind of gave me some thoughts I wanted to share. And I wanted to come to you to acknowledge my husband. It's 4 years now since he's been gone. And I cannot believe it's been 4 years. And yet, you know, it seems like it's been an eternity, and yet it seems like it was yesterday. I'm sure you guys can relate. I also wanted to come to you and talk to you a little bit about something that's been pressing on my heart, and I'm going to make a transition that I think most of us are needing. I'm sure that maybe not all of us are, but a lot of us, and so I want to talk about that. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to pay tribute to my husband, and I'm grateful for this YouTube channel, and I'm grateful for you guys and the love and support and understanding and agreement that I've gotten from you guys over the last 4 years. And I am forever, for heaven's sakes, not saying that my life is changing and everything is rosebuds and sunshine, because it's not. But I do want to talk about a few things, and the first thing I wanted to do was just kind of pay tribute to my husband. And this is the one picture, the big picture that I still have left of him. And this was taken 2 or 3 years before he passed. And he was watching all of the grandkids get motorcycle rides. My oldest daughter has a half acre and her husband has a motorcycle. And so they were all getting motorcycle rides around the property, and they were loving that. And he was just loving watching them have fun. So that's my husband, Gar. He was an incredible man. When I fell in love, and I think I'll try. I don't know if I'm gonna cry or not, but maybe not. When I fell in love with him, a lot of you were my age or even more, and so you remember Fonzie or Elvis, of course. And he reminded me a lot of both of those guys when he was younger. He had that same hairstyle, and he had that little corner grin like Elvis had. And I might have shared this with you on on a video a long time ago, but my pastor asked me when they came to the memorial after the church service, and he said, "What made you fall in love with him?" Just curious, you know. And I said, "Are you kidding?" And so I took another picture that the kids had put on the table. of Gar and I and our daughters. And I said, just look at that face. I said, he looks like Elvis. And I said, he's so sweet and he's so kind and he was so considerate and he would do anything for everybody. And he was a milkman, he was a printer, and so his work was always service oriented. He did dabble in real estate for a while as well, but his main two professions that he was only an employee for a hot second with anybody, and he was always born to be his own boss. And so he did a lot of work when he was younger for all the neighbors in the summertime with their gardening, and in the wintertime with shoveling their walks and their driveways so they could get out and get to work. And then he worked in printing, and he had a milk route, and they were both service oriented, and I could give you long stories about him. And so I love him with all my heart, and I always will. And I feel like that at this stage of the game that my heart is telling me to make a little transition for a lot of you guys. But before I do that, I want to read you this. And I had cataract surgery, as you know, and I chose to have both eyes for distance instead of one distance and one close-up, because my main goal was I wanted to be able to see to drive, and I've told you guys this. And so the cataract surgery went great, and I could see to drive, and I could see the street signs, and I'm very excited. But prior to this, I had one eye distance and one eye close-up in LASIK surgery for 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. And so now I can't see anything without glasses. So I'm gonna put my glasses on, and I'm gonna read you guys a thought that I had based on a conversation in our Facebook group. And I think that a lot of you will be able to relate to this with your own losses that you've had. And so my thought on losing my identity was several-fold. And one was I lost my identity to being married to my best friend, my childhood sweetheart, my partner in life. We made all of our decisions together. We did everything together. I even worked with him in the print shop. I didn't work with him on the milk route. I refused that one. And so I lost a huge chunk of me, and I know each of you have lost that same huge chunk of yourself with the passing of your husband. And so I know we all agree with that. And so that was a huge piece of identity loss for me. And when I got COVID last year and I lost my hair and I didn't know if it was going to come back or not. I mean, it was so thin. I had to struggle to get any kind of hair at all. And so when I was losing my hair, if any of you have had that experience, it's another loss of identity, because you're like, what am I going to do with no hair? You know, I was at the point where I was considering wigs. It was 3 months, but it was just falling out in clumps, in handfuls. And so at 3 months, it quit. And with the help of a couple of my products and time, my hair grew back in. And so I'm very grateful for that. But for a while, it was another sense of loss. And then many of you know that one of my best friends left me for a long time after the loss of Gar. She had lost her husband 7 months prior to Gar, and they had been married about 62 years. We'd been married 57 years. And she just wasn't in a place to be able to cope with me and what I was going through while trying to deal with her own self. And so I get that now. But back then I didn't. But I fought for her, for our friendship. And I got to a point last year where I said, I don't think it's going to work. I just don't think so. And so I put some things out there, and she was really disturbed by what I put out there. And she came and talked to me, and we cried, and we got a lot of things out of the way with both of our feelings. And she got into some counseling, and oh my gosh, she's just having so much better of a year this year because of all of that. And so her and I are in a better place. Our friendship will never, I don't think it can ever pick up where it left off. It will never be what it was. You know, I thought that when we both lost our spouses that we were just gonna drift off into old women together, you know, and that didn't happen. So, but she has come back around, and we are establishing a little bit of a friendship, and I like that. And like I say, I fought for it. I kept writing her Christmas cards and birthday cards, and you know how much she meant to me, and that I was sorry for where we were right now, and or not sorry, but I felt bad because I didn't understand. And so that's better. So I wanted to celebrate my husband. I wanted to talk about the sense of loss and the sense of identity that we lose along the way. And I'm sure that you guys could add many things to your sense of loss. I know many of you, within a couple of years of losing your spouse, you also lost your one or more of your puppy dogs or your kitties. And daggone, that's just another loss, you know. I have a friend that talks about her grieving and everything on Facebook, and her husband passed 2 years ago, and her dog was really not doing well. It was 15, it was a little dog, and she thought, you know, I'm gonna wake up one morning and the dog's gonna be dead. And she could not do that. She couldn't face that, because that's what happened with her husband. She got up, he wasn't in bed, she went looking for him, and he was in a different room on the floor, and he had passed during the night. He had a widowmaker heart attack. And so she got together with her kids, and they all decided that the dog was having a lot of problems and that it was time. And they agreed with the fact of, you know, not letting him pass at home, because they have things for that as well. So her and one or two of her other kids went into the vet yesterday and had the dog pass peacefully in their arms. And so that was another loss, you know, it was just another loss. And so I'm sure you have many. Share below if you have anything that you want to add to the losses that I've shared, whether they be big or small, it doesn't matter, because a loss of our identity, starting with the loss of our husband, they all add up, you know. It's just like I don't know, I hate to say a checklist, but almost like that. So share with us so that we can all, you know, understand where you are, and if you have anything you want to share. And I want to thank you if you're new to my channel, and I hope you'll subscribe and click the bell, be notified for more of my videos. And I want to thank all of the regular subscribers that keep coming back and loving on me, and I'm grateful for the time that we spend together. And so I want to thank you for coming back. And for all of you, if any of you are on Facebook and you're interested, I did create a Facebook page for our widows, just for us, about 6 months ago. And so if you'd like to come into that group, find me on Facebook. I'm just under Connie Norleen, and you can find me there. And private message me and let me know that you want to be in the Facebook group, and that you friend requested me, because friend requests get lost, so you have to private message me as well. And I hope that you're still here, because I did say that ahead of time, because I do have one more important thing I wanted to talk to you about, and I'll try to not take up too much more time. But the economy and the way things are going on, things are getting tougher, and a lot of us are struggling with gas prices and food prices and rent prices. Our gas went up $50 last month, and they say it's going to go up another $50 next month. And I live in a mobile home, and it's still outrageous. My sister-in-law lives in a different city from me, and hers went up $800 in 1 month, just the gas. And so it's really taking a chunk out of us. And so what I want to tell you guys is that along with the 4 years of being in my own struggles and feeling like I had lost my identity, one of the things that my husband was my biggest supporter of and the most proud of me for was my business and my business coaching and supporting people and teaching other people how to make money both in good times and bad times. And so I want to refocus my goal to helping you guys. Any of you that are interested, put a comment down below if you would like to have some ideas on how to make money, how much you can make, or anything that you might want education on. I want to go back to that because I love teaching, I love coaching and supporting people in their endeavors. And so I want to help all of us during this economy that is looming before us for the next year or two, who knows how long. Somebody said 8 years, I don't know. So I want us to be able to thrive in this economy and not just survive. So my goal is coming back to my, one of the things that I have done best over the years, and that's helping people earn extra money, a little bit of money, a lot of money. Sorry for the dog. And so I want to come back and help you guys with that. Molly, be quiet. Come on, be quiet. Someone's driving by. How dare they drive by our street? So anyway, this may look like a change of video information, or I just may make 2 videos instead of 1. I may have 2 a week, or one week will be on widowhood situations, and another week might be on prosperity and ways to make some extra money. So would you guys rather see the video content change? Would you rather see 2 videos, 1 on each? Or do you not need information on that and you're doing just fine? That's okay too. And so let me know all of those things, and let me know if you're in need of extra income, and we can chat, okay? And I want to come back maybe in a day or 2 with another thought that I have, and it'll be a really short video. But for now, I just want to leave it at this. And I wanted to pay tribute to my husband. I love you, Gar. I wanted to talk to you about some of the losses and losing our identity. So share any identity losses you feel that you have found. And then I wanted to share with you I want to be able to give back to you guys. You have given to me so much, and I want to give back to you. And I want to do that in however way I can help and support you. And the number one way that I know that I was good at and will continue to be good at, and I'll give you more of that on my next video, is coaching people and showing people how to make some extra money so that we can survive instead of thrive. Thrive instead of survive. Got it backwards. And so with that, I'm going to say bye for now. And have an awesome week. And please let me know your thoughts, because I want to know where to go with this for all of us. All right? And remember, if no one else tells you today, remember, I love you. Have an awesome day, everybody. Bye for now.